Welcome back to the channel. We got a couple plays for PFL 3, the regular season. We took a look at some of the fights as we have no UFC until next weekend. So I was looking at some of the fighters on the main card and I came up with a couple plays. We'll predict the main event in this video. And then another Russian. We're going an all-Russian PFL 3 card. Impressive undefeated records. Great Bellator, former champions, interim champions, come into the PFL in attempts to win $1 million. But without further ado, let's get straight into the picks. We will begin on my earlier bet of the two. I have two bets for you guys today. In the Logan Storley versus Shamil Musaev fight, I do like the underdog Shamil Musaev in the spot. Now, this is the first event that I will be posting my picks to betmma.tips, so I will be able to track my unit plays for you guys and then recap them in other videos while keeping the numbers stagnant. I post a lot of different videos and I don't really do a general breakdown before events of all my bets going in. So this will make it a little bit more streamlined, a little more easy for me to follow my picks and break them down after the event for you guys, just to keep you updated. It obviously will not include live bets, which you can only get on the Twitter. But nonetheless, Shamil Musaev versus Logan Storley. We have undefeated Shamil Musaev. He trains out of Golden Team. Now, not a lot of well-known UFC talent or American regional talent for this case, but they do feature one FC's heavyweight and light heavyweight champion, as well as a lot of Russian prospects coming up. Shamil Musaev being one of them, one of the fighters to hold a double-digit undefeated record in pro mixed martial arts. He comes to the U.S. to take on Logan Storley, a former interim Bellator champion. He lost to Yaroslav Amosov. Those are his only two losses in pro MMA. Shamil Musaev is also a lightweight turned welterweight in his recent contests. Shamil Musaev, he is built like a truck. He is a typical Russian stand-up fighter with a lot of skills on the feet, but he's not really a typical Russian grappler. He's got great takedowns, but he can be taken down himself, and we've seen it in KSW, especially in his draw on KSW 64. But nonetheless, he is taken down, but he's able to get up, and he does have good takedown defense. Most of the time when he's taken down, it's in risky scrambles on his strikes, and he has not faced a wrestler to the level of Logan Storley. But the good news for this guy is that he is a great stand-up fighter. If he keeps this fight on the feet, he is going to win either by decision or finish the unfinished Logan Storley, in my opinion. Storley has a clear method of victory, which is going to be that grappling. But how much damage will Logan Storley be able to add up while Shamil Musaev is landing on the feet? You're getting him at plus 180, so his implied win percentage is only 35. I think it should be closer to 45, 50, if not a little bit on the Shamil side, due to the stand-up. And honestly, if Shamil wants to grapple, he could probably get a top position as well, because we have seen in his matchups, and he has taken on good competition. He took on another undefeated prospect in Euro Jurisic, and he did everything he wanted to. Jurisic pushed him up against the fence. Jurisic was actually a pretty good striker compared to Logan Storley, but Jurisic was going for some grappling exchanges as well. And in this fight, this was a great Musaev fight. I think that he's not, the gym advantage I don't think is there for Storley. And I do love getting an undefeated Russian this early into his US career, his gambling career, and getting him at plus 180. I'll be watching this fight live to see if the odds shift. Maybe we can hedge a little bit. But for now, I took Shamil Musaev at plus 180 with 0.68 units. Then the other Russian in the main event. Oh, not a big giveaway because both fighters are Russian descent, but I am taking youth over experience here. I am taking Magomed Umalatov over Andrey Koreshkov, and I took him at minus 162. He's now minus 128 if you want to jump in. I re-upped on him at minus 128. Koreshkov's wrestling is going to be something here. If Koreshkov can implement that wrestling game, this is going to appear to be a bad bet by me. But on the feet, Umalatov, coming from ATT, he has the experience and the in-camp with him, Douglas Lima, who's fought Koreshkov on multiple occasions, taking the series 2-1 against Koreshkov. And Douglas Lima really showed the game plan to beat him. You want to keep the fight on the feet, low leg kicks, and I think Umalatov's striking is some of the best. He's one of those crazy Russian strikers, spin kicks, great management of distance, and he is risk averse when it comes to his defense backing up. He has great footwork. We've seen it in his PFL contests. I really do like Umalatov here, and I think that you're not going to see a minus 160 or below number in a lot of his fights in the PFL. This is going to be one of those spots you get because he is taking on a really experienced guy. This could be the experience play where you're going to see guys after the fact say, why would you go against a veteran at plus money here? But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think Umalatov is going to he's a great grappler in his own right. We've seen it in his PFL contest. contest. I think Umalatov is going to keep this fight priority to standing. It might enter the clinch against the fence a little bit. Koreshkov may land takedowns, but again, damage is key here. I don't think there's going to be much damage from Koreshkov, especially looking at the Lorenz Larkin fight. Koreshkov's most recent contest, he's not going to be able to fight like that against Umalatov coming out of ATT with the undefeated record, with the intention on $1 million. And I think the PFL knows that they're setting him up for success, even though they're giving him an extremely tough challenge in the main event of PFL 3. But I'm taking Magomed Umalatov. I got him at minus 162. Then I re-upped him at minus 128. If I was you, I would be playing units at minus 128. I would do probably 2 units on him at that number. And if it gets any higher, I would be going on Umalatov like crazy. But again, the grappling could be an issue here if Koreshkov can implement it. I don't think he will be able to. That's just my personal opinion from watching Koreshkov's more recent outings, Lorenz Larkin being a very significant one, and Umalatov has the one-punch knockout power, skills on the feet and in the grappling. So I like Umalatov here, getting that number. No height or reach advantage for Koreshkov or Umalatov. It's going to be a great fight. I'm excited for it, but those are my 2 plays for PFL 3. Let me know if there are any hidden plays in the comment section below. Keep it tuned in to both Bet MMA Tips and my Twitter for any extra plays, and I will hopefully recap this event probably this weekend, and then I will have tons of UFC plays for next week. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, smash the like button, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.